Hi, it's Don Thornton here, and I want to do a quick video about how I start my day and how I run my day, both professionally and personally. And I think it might be useful for you. I found that my productivity has just gone up, just skyrocketed since I started following these steps. And I would say that you know I've always been self-motivated. I've never not been, a person that's just gonna lay around and do nothing. I always feel like I need to be working towards something that's been seen in my personal life was because I've always wanted to learn languages. I had a goal when I was 18 that I wanted to learn 6 languages, and I've kind of accomplished that. Although I really don't count English. I mean, that wasn't much to do with the English. I mean, I was born in America, but I mean, I speak Finnish, I speak Russian, I speak German, and I speak Spanish. And, my French is decent. It's not, I mean, I've forgotten a lot because I haven't spoken in 2 years. But my point is that to learn languages, you have to be disciplined and you have to do things over and over, vocabulary and drills and so forth to get fluent. And I've always taken that same approach in my professional life because I'm mostly been an entrepreneur. I would say I've had some times when I had to get a job and work to keep the bills paid, but especially the last 20 years, I've pretty much been on my own, and this self discipline has been very good for me to be able to stay focused and do the little things every day. But even so, I mean, I have two things that get in my way a lot of times. Believe it or not, I am a procrastinator, and I will play you know lots of games to get out of doing something. I eventually do it. I know what I'm doing, and I eventually will, grab myself by the back of the neck and bring myself to do it. But the goal is to try to get to make that process less and less and less, so that way I can get actually down and get the stuff done. I eventually get it done, but I just would like to get it done more quickly, more efficiently. And I'll be doing another video about that later about how I do that. But I started implementing in my real estate career some goals and some, well, not just the goals. I would say uh, just a daily discipline tasks that I do to keep myself focused and to keep myself in the right mindset. And I want to share that with you here because I think it might be useful for you. Hopefully, it will be. I mean, you change it any way you feel. I mean, you can. This is certainly not anything sexy. It doesn't look professional, but I just do it for myself. So I'm not trying to, put on errors or act like I'm some fancy schmancy person. But here's what I do. I go through and this is from yesterday. So you can see this here. This is, just move this over here. Okay, this is a goal sheet that I had. Okay, so what I have is I have what I call my daily professional domination sheet. And so I have a daily mission statement. So yesterday, my goal was to, I'm one of my goals right now is I'm expanding what I'm doing. I have a very good, very profitable, successful real estate investing business, but I also have been learning more and more how to be profitable online. I recognized a couple of years ago that this was a weakness, actually about a year ago, really, that I recognized this was a major weakness in my business, and I wanted to plug a hole, and I wanted to make sure that my goal was I wanted to start getting the word out there and expanding my business, above and beyond what I do or what my company does to get houses. Okay, I'm trying to add a different income stream, which has been very successful. So, but I'm continuing to learn. I'm continuing to implement things, and so on my thing here it says I will continue my path to becoming a professional, profitable online marketer. And today I will create YouTube content for 3 of my channels, and until the end of August. So yesterday, that's what I was doing. I had been traveling for 3 days. It's very tired, and I just didn't want to go anywhere, but I also didn't want to lay around doing nothing. So I decided this would be a good time for me to just do content. So, but what I try to do, and to start off my day, is I want to try to visualize it. And since I'm kind of an early riser, I mean, insomnia comes and goes, but even when I get a good night's sleep, I'm still getting up at 4 or 5 or whatever. So I use that time when I first awaken and I haven't gotten up yet and I'm in the dark, and I just start visualizing what I want to accomplish that day, and then I want to go in and just start the day right. And so I try to start it with a sense of gratitude. And one of the ways I do that is I just force myself as part of my daily routine to get up and write down. I print this out and I write down in hand. I like to do it by hand. I think there's just something more personal. It makes it more personal when you do it by hand. Plus, when I print it out and fill it out by hand, then I just keep it. And I keep this in a journal. So what I do is I can go back 6 months previously and see where I was then, and you can just kind of go through and just see what your progress is like, because lots of times you get bogged down in daily stuff and you don't recognize yourself that you're making progress or you're getting better at things. So it's kind of good to go back and look at that. So obviously what I wrote here was, I'm grateful for my wife and children. I'm grateful for my company. I'm grateful for my willingness to always learn and try to get better. I'm grateful for my health, even though I had a bad gout attack yesterday, and that was because I was traveling so much and I wasn't eating very well and I was drinking soda, which is not supposed to do. And then I'm grateful that there's people who want me to teach them, because I really like to teach. And I'm grateful that there are people out there practicing what I preach and are getting houses. I think that's awesome. So that's what I was grateful for yesterday. And so then I come over here and I go through about, now this is what I've really gotten to I've gotten good at. This is really taking my business to the next level. Is I always put down the 6 most important things to do today, and I've always put the most important things first. And the reason why I do that is because we're all lazy people in general. I think it's my opinion. Maybe I'm just talking about myself, but it seems like that a lot of times one of the ways that we fool ourselves or try to trick ourselves is we do stuff and we think that we feel good because we're doing something, but maybe it's not the priority. So I found that when I started going through and deciding, okay, what is most important, and just prioritizing it, my productivity got much better, because I got to get to knock out the most important stuff first, then you work your way down. I would sometimes start off down here and I would never get up here, and then the stuff would just fester and not get done, and I would have issues. So since yesterday was a Sunday and I wasn't really doing anything, I really only had 2 things to do. I wanted to get 2 of my channels, record content and get them scheduled, get them uploaded to YouTube, and schedule them to go out on the days they're supposed to be published for 2 of my channels. And that's what my goal was. And so I did that. And so I celebrate my wins, which means I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. So yay for me. That's what I did. So that was a good, productive day yesterday. And now, but I also want to show you today's. Okay, today is August 10th. And my mission statement is I will continue to add YouTube content and make significant progress on my real estate course, part 2. So as I always do, I start off with gratitude. And what am I grateful for today? That I have a short sale machine in my business, which operates without my direct supervision, so I don't have to sit there and look over people's shoulders. I know they're doing a good job, and it's great, because we built the structure, and that's the whole point. Is you teach people correct principles and let them govern themselves. I'm grateful for my cats, believe it or not, because they do keep me sane, because I have not seen my family in 7 months, and at least they give me some company. I'm grateful for my children. That's where my summer house is. That we have. If you look at Moscow on a map, and if you say Moscow is a clock, if you go like 5 o'clock and just go down that way, if you drive about 5 hours, you'll hit Michurinsk, which is a town of about 100,000 people, and but we have our summer house on a river there that's really great. And my family, my wife, my daughter, her son, my grandson, and my son, they're driving down there right now, and they're going to spend a week having fun. And I wish my in-laws are already down there. I wish I could be there with them, but at least they've got a place to go during the epidemic where they can't travel anywhere, but they got a great place they can just go and get out of Moscow and relax. And I'm grateful that we have Michurinsk, that I was able to have the money to rehab the initial house, then build a new one, and so forth. So I'm grateful for apple cider vinegar. It sounds stupid, but this is my anti-gout medicine. This by far helps me the most. I have a gout attack, I start drinking that, and then it goes away, and most importantly, it keeps it away. If I don't be stubborn and just continue to drink it every day, then I'll never have gout. And then drink this instead of soda, then I'll be fine. But I'm stubborn, so sometimes I get the gout. And I'm grateful for German and Spanish because it's fun to get out there and I love foreign languages. And when I have an hour of just chit chat with my conversation partners, one's in Ecuador, one's in Munich, Germany, it's kind of fun to get out there. I mean, I get my enough Russian practice with my wife, or my mother-in-law, so it's okay. And then I have my oh, I'm sorry. So my what I'm doing today is I'm going to try to record 12 videos. I've got to get an estimate out to where my realtor for a short sale, and I got to get my new the videos that have been published or dropped are uploaded to YouTube. I've got to get those on my website. And if I get to it, I'm going to finish up the story for my newsletter. It's going to come out on Thursday. And I haven't done anything yet, so there's no wins to celebrate. Okay. Now, personally, I do this as well. And so my personal domination sheet is I'm going to continue to develop good, positive habits to help me become a better person, take advantage of whatever time I have left on this earth. It may sound morbid, but I'm 56. My mom died at 54. My dad died at 68, I should say. So, I mean, I'm conscious of it. Let's put it that way. Okay. So I went through and did my check marks, and for my gratitude, I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for this townhouse because since we sold our house a couple years ago, it's nice to have this is enough for me, and it doesn't cost a lot, and it's convenient, and I like the community. So I'm grateful for my business that it keeps me here home and safe. I'm not out going to meeting with a lot of people, so I'm not as vulnerable to the virus. I like the fact that I'm grateful, even though I don't like the isolation. At least it's given me time and opportunity to work on stuff that maybe I wouldn't be able to work on as consistently and get things done as quickly as I would have liked if I was busy on doing other stuff. And I'm grateful that I'm a good writer, that I can create content, and I'm grateful that I've got a sense of humor because it keeps me sane. Because you can just lay down and cry, or you can laugh about it, because that's how this stupid situation is right now where we're at as a society. And then the things I wanted to do today, I wanted to walk, I wanted to do my apple cider, follow my food plan, brush my teeth, do my teeth whitener, and do my Spanish tonight. Those are my personal goals, and I've already done my walk, so that's cool. And I was going to put down German, but I've already talked German, so it was already done. So that's really how I live my life. That's the structure that I have to keep myself focused and keep myself productive. And as a real estate investor, if you are in real estate, if you follow this, you will be successful. And because it's the little things, it's the brick by brick, the daily tasks that get you your houses, that get your pipeline built up, and then get you closing properties, and then you'll make $5, $7, $10, $12, $15,000 a month. But you start by these bricks. These bricks on the screen every day of doing positive, tangible steps to reach your goals. That's how you do it. You don't become a real estate investor by wishing it. You have to visualize it. You have to chart a path, and then you have to actually do the work every day. Now, hopefully, I've given you the path. Now, get out there and just do this step by step that will get you to where you need to go. And thanks for paying attention. I appreciate it.